So next up we have Lord Alfred Hayes at brunch with the Bushwackers.
Yes.
You are busy eating and can't talk to Hayes. Hayes then can't decide whether he wants to say primitive or private for about a minute and struggles to decide which one of those words he wants to use. This is,
It's peak Alfred, isn't it?
It is peak Alfred Hayes, really is.
Yeah, Lord Alfred Hayes was just rather cringe, and that was pretty much all I had.
He wasn't cringy, he was just crap. It was just absolute crap. Then we get the Rougeau Brothers versus the Bushwackers. It's a match that goes for 9 minutes and 10 seconds. I mean, seriously, how did they give this 9 minutes and 10 seconds, these two teams? This ends when the Bushwackers hit Raymond with a battering ram and then double gutbuster for a pin. Matt?
I'm just going to say it now. The Bushwackers.
It's not quite as good as NWA's The Police, but, you know, it's interesting as a concept for a song.
Police coming straight from New Zealand. Yeah, there we go.
For me, the Bushwackers are just an entrance. That's it. The people seem to enjoy the putting your arms up and whatever, and that's just it. I've yet to see anything they've done that's just been remotely entertaining or worth my time. This was no exception. Other than the finish, I kind of felt like they were being squashed, which I would have been cool with had they just lost, but then they won, and that was a shame. But yeah, I just don't think anything with the Bushwackers is worth anybody's time, really. So if anybody wants to actually watch this, just skip it.
Don't skip it, because you'll miss the commentary where Jesse Ventura says, "Were you hitting the joy juice, gorilla?"
Says you walk around the casino like the Bushwackers after an evening on the joy juice.
I think this is the true value of this show, if I'm honest. I think there is no better example of Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse Ventura. This show, they are hilarious throughout. They are a joy to listen to. We've spoken about this before, spoken about nostalgia. This isn't about nostalgia. This is just genuinely funny. A lot of what they say during the show is just them two having an absolute laugh together, enjoying themselves, arguing with one another as a heel and babyface should do, but in a kind of very lighthearted way, where Ventura constantly kind of gets frustrated because Gorilla Monsoon will move on before he can win the argument. It's just lovely. It's just really, really good, and they are funny. And as I said during this one, Ventura's like, as you just said, Tom, he's talking about him being in the casinos on the joy juice. It's just great.
Brilliant.
They are great. I'll give you that. In all fairness, yeah, I don't think it's nostalgia either. The two of them are genuinely very good.
I've said this before, best commentary team ever. Absolutely love it. I put them on and it sends me to my happy place. I've got no notes about the actual contents of this match.
It's not surprising, because there is nothing to note about it.
Yeah, it goes to show, like, further to your point, Matt, it never ceases to amaze me how over the Bushwackers are, and all you need is a silly walk, and that's it. In the 80s, that was all you needed. It looks like there's a bit where the Bushwackers try and take off Jimmy Coates' heart, and Jesse thinks that the Bushwackers are going to try and eat his coat, which I quite liked as well. But that's about it. The Bushwackers win when they, as you said, they hit the battering ram and then the double stomach buster. The battering ram is the most. There's a lot of moves in wrestling that you need to suspend your disbelief for, but the battering ram is the most ridiculous move you've ever seen. Surely there's no part of impact, because you're basically just getting hit really just by the one that's standing up. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's stupid. What I will say though, I like the double gutbuster move afterwards. So again, I can imagine that being genuinely agony, which Jesse kind of acknowledges it's a great double team move. But what happens after the match is the real talking point, because Sean Mooney's down the aisle and then he gets molested by the Bushwackers. He's on there, and that was the real highlight of the match for me.
I've literally just got Sean Mooney gets licked by the Bushwackers. What is that?
That's the Bushwackers. That's what that is. That's the Bushwackers coming through, licking Sean Mooney. They were licking children in a show that we watched not too long ago. So this is at least better than that.